My ancestors lived in Suffolk for many generations until the 1960s. So I've always felt a strong sense of being at home here ever since we moved to Bury St Edmunds when I became a cathedral canon 10 years ago now. I'm proud of Suffolk and its heritage, agricultural, coastal, military, cultural, faith, musical, so much more. As chaplain to the High Sheriff, it's been a privilege to meet many of the people who contribute to making Suffolk the place that it is. And here at the Cathedral, of course, we celebrate many aspects of the county's life with different groups and organisations. For instance, this weekend marking Sea Sunday with Bury's wonderful sea cadets. The agricultural year is also a very important part of our cycle of services and celebrations in this, our rural county. And that begins in January with Plough Sunday, the blessing of the plough, praying for all who will tend the earth in the year ahead. The 1st of August, of course, is Lammas Day, when the loaf baked with the flour from the newly harvested grain would be brought to church with prayers and thanksgivings. Lammas is one of the ancient points of contact between the agricultural world and the church, and we'll mark that here with choral evensong on the 31st of July with our diocesan rural chaplain, Graham Miles. As I think about my ancestors and past generations, I wonder what legacy you and I will leave for our descendants, our children and grandchildren. They'll need the means to navigate a world facing huge climactic shifts, as well as the effects of COVID, of self-serving politicians and ever-changing technologies. Our youth, the next generation, they'll certainly need good foundations of creativity and resilience and critical thinking. Our faith can provide them with a framework in which to build a better world. But what will they say about the state that we left the world in? Today happens to be St Swithin's Day, and there's plenty of jokes about the weather. But climate change is clearly happening right before our eyes, and our children and grandchildren are going to bear the burdens of that. I believe that we have a sacred responsibility to care better for the fragile earth, and both to do the best we can personally, but also to be an example to neighbours and friends and the rest of the world. We'll have some help with that as we launch our own Cathedral Eco Challenge in preparation for Climate Sunday on the 4th of September. That service in the evening led by our new curate Anita Rooney and Richard Hubbard, our Cathedral in Harmony lead. Let's pray that those on whom our young people depend may be inspired with wisdom and integrity and compassion that leads to real leadership. And let's pray this Lammastide that we may pass on to tomorrow's generations a better world than today's. Happy St Swithin's Day.